Today I want to introduce you to Convertri, a well-known professional funnel builder, which is a software that allows you to create quickly and effectively series of pages that leads from a potential prospect, a person on the internet, from being introduced to your brand to selling something to them, to buying from you, right? So um, the simple funnel, it might be just two pages, one with a form where the visitor just puts in typically his or her name and email, right? And you can create as complex forms as you need, right, for your business. Often, for example, for webinar registration, there are more fields and more pages you use in such a funnel. But the goal is always the same, just facilitating the sales, right? And those final software solutions such as Convertri are designed specifically to make it as effective as possible. And why they even exist in the first place? Because it's often said that software like this, those funnel builders, um, allows you as a seller, as an entrepreneur, to keep a prospect's attention very narrow in scope and direct it to where you want it to be in the process of their customer journey, right? So, as opposed to a big website, which is often full of distractions, full of other pages, links to go to, and etc. This is the one thing, and mm, and the other is that it is often fast, right? And the speed is extremely important, as many studies in selling online indicates, including a famous study reported by Google, where even a 1 second can decrease the number of opt-ins, the number of people who will give you your email on a landing page by tens of percent, 1 second, right? Not to mention 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And this is where Convertri stands out, the speed, right? Um, this has been from the very start at the center of this software design and creation, and it really is fast. Right? Those landing pages can load in a second or under a second. So this is one thing, and the second, the most important thing in design of the software was easiness in use. Back then, in old days, those funnel software were cumbersome as many other website builder tools. Nowadays, it's getting easier throughout, right? It becomes more and more drag and drop technology everywhere. But in Converter, it's even it just has been from the beginning at the focus in building this software. So you will see in a moment how this look like in the practice. Um, it's really just a drop and drop technology, and it's quite easy to build a page from scratch even. But you also have templates ready to use templates, and when you have a template of a page, all you have to do is just put in something, typically just remove what is there and change text, right? And that's all. Sometimes colors, right, to fit your branding ideally. All right, so um, let's go. This is the main page of Convertri. Um, you also see some simplicity in design to allow you for quick recognition and moving and going around here with ease. You can host some videos in it. You don't need some external services. Same with images, of course. You have some integrations with some stock images, so it also allows you to load some images quickly and easily to your web pages. Um, and and by the way, again, because this focus on the speech from the very beginning, all those things that are heavy on the web page, like videos and images, are automatically optimized maximally to increase your speed. But you still should pay attention, by the way, to sizes. I would uh, uh, rather, not put a 3,000 pixels page where you just need an icon 100 pixels, right? But yeah, it's just optimizing it automatically in general for you, like nothing else. And then you have also, I didn't um, use this, but you probably can host some membership sites here. I haven't created any membership service yet, but by the way, this is a powerful business strategy to create membership. Remember, those are recurring and growing funds into your business. So, uh, if you haven't yet, start to think about memberships. All right, and then it's also a nice funnel designer feature. We can we can go here actually, and you can create simply some predictions for um, for just performance of your funnel, meaning how many leads you will get for what amount of money and how much sales you can expect, right? So, for example, I here created for one of my brands a projections for e-scooter, and mm, there is a whole mm, as you see stats, the whole bunch of stats that you get out of this model that you create, right? And there is this squeeze page that there's all the pages you have in a funnel, starting from a squeeze page, right? I mean, an opt-in page where you get sort of entry into your funnel because people put down the emails, right? You get the cost of it. You just bring in some mm, entry data, and you get output in the form of your cost per lead, say average order value, etc. Right? you can get out of those projections. I haven't used it quite a bit, but uh, yeah, you can create such projections. I rather use a spreadsheet for this, but if you are more, say, visual person, you can you can definitely use this. It's more for visual people. All right, so we go back to funnels. I have here uh, a few funnels, as you see, the webinar funnel, and for my two other brands, um, funnels. Again, also you have templates not just for pages, but also for entire funnels, right? So you already pick up theme and pick up types of pages that you will use in a funnel. For example, for web, there's webinar template funnel, which consists of many pages, right? So there's many other pages, and you have the templates for all of them here, including copy. And I still would pay attention to copy, right? Nobody will give you ideal copy, right? So you should um, just study copy separately. Um, but yeah, even those templates have a good copy, and if you don't know copy, for example, specifically for webinars, then you can always use the copy of Convertri or other funnel builder, right? But again, don't. I would encourage you to study copywriting separately. There are specific things even for webinars, for e-commerce, for affiliate marketing. So you just need um, mm, to go beyond what you have in such funnel builders. All right, you should go beyond. All right, so let's go say to this funnel. I have created here many campaigns, so this is mm, maybe not a good example for you to learn, but um, you can even the most complex funnel, and it's actually not just one funnel, but many funnels within. But we can say this is just one funnel consisting of like really lots of pages. But you can folder those pages like you see this thematically for making sense of them, right? But you can do this as you wish. I, for example, grouped thank you pages here and uh, and separately opt-ins, right, for this funnel. But also I group them thematically. For example, here I've made several Amazon campaigns. Here are several YouTube campaigns. So it's just up to you how you will group your campaigns. Mm, And let's go to something simple. For example, mm, let's go again to webinars. This is based, by the way, on one of the webinar templates they have in Convertri. This is the registration page, and here is confirmation page, right? After this is specific for webinars. After opting to your webinar, people get confirmation page, a specific thank you page, right, for webinars where they get re-encouraged and etc. So this is a specific page for thank you page for webinar, you can call it, and then is webinar. And by the way, I've separated the webinar selling page separately to another catalog, right? But now let's for example, we want to add something here. All right, let's create new page. Again, you have all those templates, right? Like in Aweber, you have just plenty of them. You can get something by a theme or by a topic, right? By a type page, right? And so here's some complex form. There's an article. I have WordPress website, but I do articles here, promotional articles, again because of speed,